Hi everybody, Art40 here to talk to you a little bit about Valentine's Day, or the day after I should say. This is one of the most important holidays of the year, and I'll tell you why. It's extremely sensitive time of the year because if you've done well and that person that sent flowers through your store hit a home run, you'll never be forgotten. On the other hand, what if it goes the other way? What's going to happen now? Stay tuned and watch what we've got for you. You will be glad that you did, because the main part that you're forgetting about is going to make or break your business. Check it out. You send flowers out of town, the florist does a bad job, something goes wrong, they don't complete it, the flowers didn't get delivered. Your customer says to you, "It's okay, Artie, we understand it's not you, but that other florist screwed it up, made it a problem for me." When they tell you, they understand it's the other side. That's not a pass, and this is where it can be even better for you. The response should be as follows: "I am so sorry to hear of this, but let me first say this. You trusted us to get this delivered timely for you and of the best value. We stand behind every experience with our company. I thank you for being so understanding. Let me see what I can do for you." Never say, "Let me see what the florist will do." Now you should stand up and say, "We take responsibility for this order, and it's important that you understand that we'll do whatever it's going to take to get this right. Unfortunately, we can't turn the clock back, but we can do as much as we can going forward to not only fix the situation, but make sure it never happens again." Take accountability of the transaction, no matter who was involved, because you put the deal together, you trusted that flower shop with the order. It's really on you to make this right. Now let's go on to the rest of them, which is usually the customer problems. The customer calls you up and says, "Beneva, Art, whatever your name is, the flowers are already dead. I got them 2 days ago. What's going on? I want my money back." First thing I want you to consider doing is taking responsibility, just like the out-of-town order. Take the responsibility. "I am so terribly disappointed in this outcome. I want to make it right. I don't care. Valentine's Day is over. It's too late to make it right." But look, they're calling you for a reason, because they're upset. They want to be taken care of. So first things first, take responsibility. The next thing is look for a resolution after explaining the following. So I understand we did deliver the flowers. Is that correct? And they're going to say yes. Did she like them when she got them? Chances are they're going to say yes. So the flowers were delivered and received, but the problem is the flowers didn't perform. Notice these words I'm using: didn't perform, how they are handled, managed. Use words that just exude confidence. Tell your staff these are the following words to use. Contact me. I'll give you a tip sheet of all the words you can and can't use. It'll make it so much easier. If you follow these, you'll find it makes it so much easier for people to understand what it is that needs to be done. See, you're addressing the fact that they received the flowers, the message was delivered, and now we're talking about the performance of the blooms. If the blooms didn't perform, we want to know more about it. Well, what's the difference? It didn't perform. Well, can we pick up the flowers, or could you bring them in? And when they say, "Why does that matter? The flowers are dead," because you want to do some research on it. For example, if you put a bouquet of flowers under a fan, they're going to get soft to one side, but the rest of the flowers will be strong. If you put it in front of a window, they may be burnt from the sun coming in on one side. Identify what the problem is, and then let's see about fixing it. So let's just say the flowers just aren't doing well, but they did receive the flowers. The card message was received. This didn't ruin anyone's Valentine's Day. It's up to you as a store owner now to think about what you should do. Ask the customer, what do you think a fair resolution would be, considering the following: the flowers were delivered on time, or they were delivered to the recipient, and the card message was received. What's the answer? What do you think is a fair resolution? Because we want to be fair, and we want to make sure that we're doing the best we can. And if we do make a mistake, we want to own it and make it better. Many times they're going to tell you less than you might have been offered, and then you're done. That's it. So you put it in their hands, you work together. What you don't want to do is saying, "The flowers are dead. Hold on, Tommy, manager, this person, that person." Talk to the customer, make sure that you're empowered to do whatever it takes to make it right, and giving them their money back isn't the easiest and only way to fix things. You need to take the time to have the conversation, and even if it's the same conversation you had 9 other times, this is the 10th one. It's how you're going to bring the customer to a favorable resolution so they don't lose confidence in your store. At the end of the day, the worst thing a customer can do is not work with you in the future. Flowers didn't look like the picture. This is happening a lot these days. This is where you can, first of all, don't pitch them on designer's choice. Like, I want to do that in my own heart. No, explain to them this is a product of nature and the flowers will perform different, but they can't be the same every time. It just doesn't happen. The best thing to do is identify what you did and didn't like about the bouquet, and let's see what we can do for you to help get this to a favorable resolution for you, because we want to make this right. Make sure you talk to the customer and never reflect back on, it's Valentine's Day, we were so busy. That's not what's important. The customer's order is all that counts. The consumer just wants to get what they're asking. They just want to get it done, and they want to get a good price. So explain to them that there are many ways to make the experience shopping with your flower shop better. Number one, please have our reward points. Sign up for the reward points. Every time you make a purchase, you earn a point. Next thing you know, you could have 50, 60, 100 points and get the next dozen roses free, or a bouquet, or money back, whatever you want to do. Contact me about that. I'll help you set up a great rewards program. After all, you should be thanking your customers for doing business with you. Number two, designer's choice. Remind them. We've been talking about designer's choice for almost a year now. Why is it that you didn't want to try designer's choice? Would you consider doing that in the future? You see, by doing designer's choice, using that option, you're going to remind them that no two bouquets will ever look the same. Look all over the internet. Everybody's selling the same bouquet. Why don't we do something different? Unless it's a dozen roses, that's a dozen roses, but we can make that unique too. Give the designers the freedom to be spontaneous, to be unique, distinctive. Make them do something that's truly unique, and nobody else will have the same arrangement. You're going to look really good at this point, and your bouquet is going to come out just the way you want it to. Remember that customers have many options today, and it's easier to lose one than it is to earn a new one. That being said, focus on a survey. We can make one for you. I'll make a free survey for you. Just ask your customers, what was the experience like? Let them rate the person that answered the call, the designer that made the bouquet, if there was any contact with them, the delivery person. Try to get as much information from the customer that they're willing to give you and spend with you based on that bouquet that they receive. This is going to make your business so much better. They don't understand that they've done something to hurt their customer. They think everything's okay. They don't have any lost orders on their lost order log, but their customers are upset. How do I know this? Because I called. I did a little customer service with these shops. I was on their phone. We need to have exceptional customer service. So when people call us, they know who they're talking to, and there's nowhere else to go, because this shop does a great job. It's all about making an excellent experience today. Every transaction, use our reward points and get reward. Look at the contests that we have. You could have been winning all kinds of prizes with the program for the Super Bowl, for the big game. It's important that you pay attention to the detail. Your business is important to you and to all the people that work for you. If you're not taking time to check with your customers and see what you can and can't do better, then you're not giving it your all, and then you could find yourself in a tough space. Let's make sure we're paying attention and ensuring an excellent reaction to every effort that we make. We've done all these before. Now it's your turn. I promise you're going to be very pleased with the results. I hope you had a great Valentine's Day.